you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
Milliseconds beating Jackson. Tighten it open.
This program produced by Lenape District Television.
Hello and welcome to Shawnee High School for today's girls soccer playoff matchup between the Lenape Indians and the Shawnee Renegades. I'm Jimmy Freese here along with Joe Malagrana. Joe, what can we expect today?
A great game as always. These two teams have been battling each other for many, many years. Usually it's a one-goal victory. Probably expect that again today. Now, Shawnee's coming in as the 5th seed. Lenape's coming in as the 12th seed, but the Indians have been on fire. They have a lot of confidence. They're coming off of a championship, the South Jersey Coaches Tournament. We should be in for a great game as always.
Sounds good, Joe. We'll be back for kickoff.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, where experience matters. 800-555-1990. www.deborah.org. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford. 609-654-4023. And on the web at mvcc-nj.com. Rothman Institute, the official team physicians of the Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, and 76ers. For orthopedic excellence, think Rothman first. www.rothmaninstitute.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/heads-up. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And we are back here at Shawnee High School. Getting ready for today's game. The girls warming up here. About 2 minutes to go till game time.
We had a beautiful fall afternoon, little sunny, little breeze, but probably in the 60s, and it's great soccer weather, especially from the player standpoint, Jim. We've had some warm weather throughout this fall, and this is definitely playoff weather. And like we said in the opening, we're probably going to be seeing another great close game today.
This is going to be the first round of our South Jersey Division 4 matchup. And it is now time for the AXA Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident, at 732-452-7275. Joe, we're going to start with Lenape. They want to keep their team, having team defense and strong team defense to them is very crucial.
Well, their defense has been holding them all season long, and Coach Meter says that's their strong point, and they're certainly going to, I'm sure, lean on it today.
And Shawnee wants to win air balls.
Same thing with Shawnee. I was talking to Coach Wagner early in the game. They're having a little trouble putting the ball in the net, so they're going to have to key on possession, and winning the air balls is certainly very important.
And both teams want to finish scoring chances.
Yeah, these teams are so evenly matched, so they get a chance to put the ball in the net. That's going to be a big advantage for either team.
All right, thank you, Joe, and AXA Equitable for the keys to the game. So our first matchup here at Shawnee High School, the first matchup of the South Jersey Group 4 playoffs, girls soccer.
Yeah, and in girls division, again, Group 4, we have Shawnee, we mentioned earlier, with the 5th seed, and Lenape coming in with the 12th seed. But again, it really doesn't matter because, as I mentioned in the pregame, Lenape is a little bit on a little bit of a roll here. They did win the South Jersey Coaches Tournament as a 9th seed, and I remember Coach Meter saying the only reason that they were low in the South Jersey seedings, and also in the playoffs coming up as a 12th seed, is because they did have a slow start. But I tell you, the last few weeks they've been all in all 4 cylinders. They won in the coaches tournament against Washington Township. Sophomore goalie Shannon Mulroy saved the first 2 penalty kicks, and that gave them really confidence. They wind up winning in penalty kicks 4-1. So they're coming off of a real high, a lot of momentum, and momentum does shift throughout the game, but as always, these 2 teams really are evenly matched, and I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to 1-goal game and possibly overtime, and of course the golden goal or penalty kicks in the first round here at South Jersey girls soccer in Group 4.
So Joe, looking at the team schedules this year, or the team records, Shawnee went 15-4, and Lenape went 11-5-3. Now, how much do you think that matters now that we're at the playoffs?
Right now, it doesn't matter at all.
Right.
I know it's a cliche. We're the playoffs, and they use it in all sports. Everybody's coming in here with 0 wins and 0 losses. The regular season slate is wiped clean, and they're all on even keel right now. As we see the refs, talking to the players, the normal. What to expect, and sportsmanship, etc., and they're getting ready to go in a few minutes.
What can they do to keep composure during this high-pressure game?
They have to do it, and it comes down to a lot of times how they're prepared during the week and all season long in practice. The coaches really do their coaching most of the time, before the games, getting them prepared. The attitude that the players usually display on the field is definitely a reflection of their coaches. And you have 2 highly seasoned, well-qualified coaches here throughout a long number of years. Their record shows it. The demeanor on the field by both teams also shows a reflection of the coach and the schools. I think their emotions will be in check, knowing that they're going to be in for a great game.
All right, thank you, Joe. As we look to be ready for the beginning of the game, you see the captains.
Right, and the captains for Lenape are number 1, Gabby Fournier, number 2, Tara Donahue, number 6, Carly Farragon Braverman, and number 10, Meg Quinby. The starting goaltender again is the sophomore goaltender for the Indians, number 30, Shannon Mulroy.
And for the captains for Shawnee, we're going to be looking at number 9, Juliana Bertolino, and number 14, Dana Goldstein, Christina Corby, number 15, and number 23, Olivia Shuck. They're going to look to lead their team to victory here today.
Right, and you mentioned Christina Corby. She's a senior. She does lead the team with 11 goals, and freshman Leah Tarzi leads the team with 11 assists. So I'm sure the stingy defense that you're going to see from Lenape is going to be keying on those 2 young ladies today.
And Joe, one more question for you before the beginning of the game. How crucial is that first goal?
It's enormous. It really is, especially when you do have a sport that usually there's not that much scoring. When these 2 teams get together, that first goal is huge.
All right. So we'll see who can put the ball in first as both teams huddle, talk to their coaches, get that one last warning in for the first playoff game.
Now, you see the coin flip and all, but they really didn't see who has possession of the ball, because most time they do take the ball. However, sometimes they will take the field position, especially with a lot of sun. We just 10-15 minutes ago we did the pregame. It was quite sunny. Now a little bit of cloud cover, and the sun is going behind us. So I don't think the sun's going to come into effect, and certainly there's hardly any wind. So the variable with respect to the weather, I think that it's going to come into play today. As we see Coach Kevin Meter giving her his last-minute instructions to the girls, and also Drew Wagner to the Lady Renegades, and we should be ready for the start of the game shortly.
It's great to see that both coaches have at least 12 years under their belt. So do you think that can really play into their playoff and their team's composure too?
Absolutely. That, as I said, not only that, these girls sometimes know each other very well, being a district rival. Mentioned many times that a lot of times they may be teammates in club ball, so they're very familiar with each other, and a lot of respect and a lot of years experience. You see, you said Kevin Metter has 12 years as head coach, and Drew Wagner 14 years at Shawnee as the head girls soccer coach.
So Lenape takes the field. Shawnee joining them right after.
The starting goaltender again for the Renegades is number 0. Senior Brianna Davis is having a great year. And again, Shannon Mulroy for the Indians as we look out in the field here waiting for the Renegades to break their huddle. It looks like Lenape won the toss. They decided to kick off the game.
Shawnee breaks their huddle. Dana Goldstein and Liv Shuck wish each other luck. Midfield, we are going to see Bella Havis. And we're going to see number 5, Kate with the Italian name, Joe. Cara.
DiMarcangelo.
There you go.
All right.
Frank Sinatra type broadcaster, Joe Melagrana here.
There we go. We're going to turn it over to our play-by-play announcer, the very talented Mr. Jimmy Freeze. Take it away, Jim.
As we see Lenape send it into Shawnee territory. And Dana Goldstein fighting for it, already getting a little physical. That's Christina Corby. We see pressure being put on by Morgan Cameron.
Yeah, both teams have strength up the middle, and you certainly can see it just in the first minute of play.
Ball midfield. Lenape tossing it around a little bit. Liv Shuck will steal it. Talked to Liv Shuck before the game. Says she wants to come out of the gate really fast. Make sure Lenape's down on the scoreboard as quick as they can.
Well, Leah Tarzi gets a long shot right into the goal keep. Nice easy save there by Shannon Mulroy.
Mulroy boots it toward midfield. To be touched by Liv Shuck. Tossed around by Sud Yalcin. Out of bounds on Lenape. Dana Goldstein on the far side, number 14. Jordan Brown over there too. Lenape sends it off into Shawnee territory to be chased down by the captain, Dana Goldstein.
And Dana Goldstein's been a force in the back part of that Shawnee defense all year round.
Out of bounds on Lenape. Thrown in by Jordan Brown. Grace Kyra on the far side, fighting for the ball for Shawnee. And it'll be out on Lenape yet again. Headed, tossed around. Lenape can't seem to get into Shawnee territory just yet, but it's still early. And here comes our first push from Lenape. It's going to be Sud Yalcin.
Lenape looking to change fields, but Shawnee defense prevented her from doing that. Kept it on the right side.
Good play by Christina Corby to send it out, let her defense get a little breath.
Throwing for the Indians.
Meg Quimby throws it in. Christina Corby heads it, looking to get some distance, separation. But Lenape will regather. That's Yeltsin on the far side. Leah Tarzi, as we spoke about, the lead assist woman on Shawnee. Vanessa Alessi passes it to Leah Tarzi. And Shawnee keeps it in Lenape territory.
Great
Megan
possession
Cameron.
here by Shawnee.
Grace Kyra on the far side. Hit. Jordan Brown over to Morgan Cameron, and that's stopped by Shannon Mulroy. Bouncing ball to her.
I know it's early, Jim, but again, the first 4 minutes or so into this game, I would say Shawnee probably has a little bit of an edge in possession. They probably have 2 or 3 shots on goal.
There's the first ball rolled to Brianna Davis.
And both teams looking for that elusive first goal.
Dana Goldstein, nice play. As you said, Joe, the backbone of the defense, going to be very necessary today. Leah Tarzi to Vanessa Alessi. Juliana Bertolino fighting with Erin Donahue. Out of bounds on Lenape. Leah Tarzi on the throw-in to Juliana Bertolino. Again, another fight with Donahue. Thrown in by Tarzi. Morgan Cameron comes up with it, looking
nice
for Grace.
feed.
Yeah,
I couldn't see the Lenape defender there. It's kind of hidden. I thought there was going to be a great opportunity, but from our angle, we kind of didn't see. I guess it was number 1 by Gabby Fournier.
Yep. Corby sends it.
Good scoring opportunity.
Ooh, and that's Christina Corby going for that shot, number 15, one of the captains.
And again, we mentioned earlier that she does lead the team this year with 11 goals. Looking for number 12 on that one.
Kicked by Mulroy to send it. Hit by one of her girls. And an opening here for Grace Kyra. Liv Shuck will keep it in Lenape territory. Liv Shuck to Grace Kyra. Stopped by Lenape. Far side looked like Gabby Fournier. It was.
And you're going to still have possession with a throw-in.
Jordan Brown sends it looking for Christina Corby. Out on Shawnee. Meg Quimby to throw it in for Lenape. Fight for the ball at midfield. Hit by Liv Shuck. Ooh, a little run in there between Jules Burt and Izzy Schwartz.
Yeah, both going for the ball. Good no call, in my mind anyway, from the refs. Letting them play.
There's Leah Tarzi. Looking for some help. Hits it out. Izzy Schwartz to throw it in for Lenape.
Yeah, looking for number 2 there, Morgan Raleigh. The pass was just a little bit too far. Went out on the end line.
Alessi didn't hit the ball she wanted to. Izzy Schwartz again to throw it in. To Steph Figuero. Riley Morgan. There's Morgan Cameron.
lot of pressure there by the Renegades, forcing it out on the touch line.
Leah Tarzi throws it to number 2, Morgan Rayleigh. Hit midfield. Grace Kyra looking for it. She's not going to get the separation, and the help from Mulroy comes. Gabby Fournier was going for the ball, but the help from the goalkeeper, Mulroy, keeps the ball out of the net.
Yeah, she had a little bit of instance to come out and cut down the angle, and she certainly did. It was a great job both ways. Some good passing here by Lenape.
Yeah, Peyton Warwick taking it down in between 4, 5
Right.
white jerseys.
There's only 2 red shirts up there, but like you said, 4 or 5 white jerseys. That's tough to dribble through that backline defense.
That's Quimby. Sends it to midfield. To be hit by number 6, Carly Farragon Braver. Tarzi looks for Corby. Not going to get it. Nice defense played by Aaron Donahue. Throw in from Tarzi. Bertolino hits it on the inside of her foot.
There's going to be some subs in for Lenape. That's Katie Quinn, number 19, Nina Valenti, number 24, and Maggie Londrigan, and number 26, comes in for the Indians.
Katie Quinn throws it in. There's Wallach. Alessi, nice play. Bertolino, Morgan Cameron, and Juliana Bertolino. Nice defense on Lenape. Lenape regains possession. Katie Quinn sends it over to Quimby.
Nice 1-2 touch here, passing by Lenape, keeping possession. Even if they have to go backward just to keep possession, that's okay. Opens things up.
A lot of balls in the 40 to 40
Right,
zone.
neutral zone.
Yep.
Neutral zone. That's where a lot of the games are won.
Right.
With turnovers and strong, aggressive play.
As we see the ball roll out, last touch by Christina Corby. Morgan Rally. Tarzi. Liv Shuck possesses the ball right over the Shawnee S. To be sent over to Jordan Brown.
Looking to change fields, did a good job. Now it's down to the left side.
Grace Kyra.
Oh.
To Leah Tarzi. Tarzi on net. Oh, looking for Christina Corby.
And that's probably a combination of pass and or shot,
Right.
lower left-hand corner. If that ball doesn't get intercepted, it's either going in or, again, there's a Renegade right on the doorstep for the rebound.
Right.
And we have our first corner kick for Shawnee. First corner kick of the game.
And Bertolino.
Gonna get the second corner kick.
Yep. All right, Leah Tarzi for the corner kick. Christina Corby sitting right in front of net. She can get the ball dribble right in front of her.
Renegades loaded up on the left side as they get the play started.
Mulroy's first test. Hit off of, that was Peyton Warwick. Nice play by Warwick. Number 21 by Lenape to get that ball out of harm's way. Berlino tries to get possession. Tough time. And Lenape sends it toward the Shawnee S. Hit by Jordan Brown. That's Braverman. And Fournier sends it right to Shuck. Shawnee pressure. Good amount of pressure.
Yeah, they definitely with the possession right here, and just that strong line of the back line of that Lenape Indians preventing them from popping one into the nets right here.
Fournier sends it out. Grace Kyra on the throw in. Now they'll change to Jordan Brown. Lenape plays it and out of bounds on Shawnee. That'll give Lenape a little breather after Shawnee put a good amount of pressure on him. Sent out by Braverman.
I think at this point, with 27 minutes left in the first half, I'm sure Coach Wagner's pleased with the possession. Of course, we'd love to see get their quick goal, the first goal.
Now that was a nice play by Dana Goldstein. Peyton Warwick was going in on her.
Yeah, Dana's been, as I said
Yep.
earlier, she's been a force all year round. They're looking to change fields here, looking for Leah Tarzi, but instead went up into the middle.
That was Christina Corby going for it. That's Quimby. Quimby sends it to Warwick. Back to Warwick. Vanessa Lessie and Peyton Warwick collide. They're both okay.
Shawnee's going to have the throw, and we do see only 2 girls up for Lenape on the forward line. So again, they sense, I think they're going to have to, like you said earlier, that the defense is going to, really come strong into play here today.
That's Valenti, Nina Valenti, number 24. She hands it to Katie Quinn. 2 defenders. Oh, that's good right there. And that'll be out.
Yeah, it was double teamed by Shawnee. Great play there by Lenape to just kick it backwards and get the corner. That's the first corner for Lenape.
Yeah.
No place to go, so it's similar to basketball when it's going out of bounds,
Right.
throwing it off.
First corner is past the goal. And it'll be sent out by Shawnee.
A little pressure here by the Indians now.
Lenape throw in on the far side. Bella Havis.
And now we're even in corner kicks 2 apiece. Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Going to be a goal kick for the Renegades.
Yep. Referees decided it was out on Lenape, so Brianna Davis has her first chance to boot it away. Playing a couple mind games here with Lenape. And Grace Kyra. Midfield, Christina Corby. Been all over the place so far. Leah Tarzi. She's going to be looking for Morgan Cameron.
There's that number 1 again,
Right.
Gabby Fournier.
Gabby Fournier. 2 key plays on offensive break.
That's saying something because Gabby is not the tallest of players, but she is playing a huge position right there as a sweeper back.
And there she is, number 1, Gabby Fournier. Juliana Bertolino. 2. Rayleigh. Bertolino. Out on Shawnee.
Shawnee tried to get that throw in, but the ref said nope, it was red. Now Shawnee gets it back on the throw in.
Leah Tarzi. To Corby. Ball rolling out. Fournier keeps it in. Warwick. And number 10, Meg Quimby, bringing it down for Lenape. She is a senior. Braverman Shuck heads it. Headed all over the place.
Whoa, both teams
Shuck and Donahue had a little head off there. And Juliana Bertolino along.
It's going to be white
Could have been
ball.
a push. It is going to be white ball.
That time Lenape tried to sneak in the quick throw. As we see number 8, Steph Figueroa, and number 20, Izzy Schwartz coming back, trying to get back into the game for the Indians.
Leslie hits it to Brianna Davis. Warwick coming in. There's Braverman. And Jordan Brown with the ball to Race Kyra. Back to Alessi. Tarzi. Tarzi takes it, looking for Christina Corby in front of the net. Dana Goldstein out of her defensive mode.
Yeah, nice step up by Dana.
Ball stays in, but it was off on Corby.
Again, Lenape going in with 3 replacements. I don't believe that we had any replacements yet for the Renegades.
And Christina Corby. Liv Shuck. And Morgan Cameron. And Cameron sends it. Tarzi.
Yeah, Tarzi was marked quite well there by the Lenape defense, forcing her to kick it up and a little bit wide, resulting in a goal kick for the Indians.
Mulroy toward midfield. Juliana Berlino again will possess it. That'll be sent over to Maggie Londrigan. Brianna Davis. There's the Dana Goldstein. Goldstein to Alessi. Leah Tarzi finding a little opening in the defense, looking for Bertolino. Bertolino was called for the ball farther than she wanted it, and out. Well, Joe, actually has #1 steps up for Shawnee. What kind of mental state or what kind of strategy does Mr. Wagner have with keeping his girls in for 20 straight minutes?
I think they're just in great shape because they, you know, don't forget that Drew Wagner is a product of Shawnee Renegade Soccer under the legendary coach Brian Gibney, and those boys were always in shape. He carried it right into the girls program. As #1, Madison McCready gets into the game, we see #2, Morgan Raleigh coming out for a breather.
So that was Tarzi down in Lenape territory. Chasing after that was Bertolino again. Fornia to be sent out. Bertolino gets away from her defender. Just to be met by Gabby Fornia. Who else?
And Coach Wagner, you know, I'm sure he's pleased, but he would love to see that goal go in because he said even in some of their losses this year, they controlled most of the game, the possession. They had trouble putting the ball in the net. And, you know, of their 4 losses, they were in every game. And he basically said they outplayed the other team in every one of their losses. And so he would love to see that ball get into the nets, you know, as the first goal, and especially in the first half, as we're just under the halfway point for the first half.
So Dana Goldstein. Back to Brianna Davis. Davis giving her orders. There's Alessi. Leah Tarzi again. We've seen her a lot today. Tarzi going right through defenders. And knocked out by Izzy Schwartz.
Keeping possession, though, alive on the left side.
Jordan Brown's got it. Right into the hands of Mulroy. Nice shot falling down as she took it, and Mulroy has got it.
Yeah, you wonder if she didn't fall down. The play there was to try to get it over the goalie's head, and as she was slipping, probably didn't get it enough in the air that she wanted to get it over Mulroy's head.
It's McCready. McCready is a freshman. There's Dana Goldstein. Goldstein to Corby. Corby with the behind the back pass.
two freshmen out there, and Tarzi and McCready.
Davis to Alessi.
Again, the Renegades are not afraid to use their goalkeeper to switch fields, especially since Lenape only has two up front.
Cameron Morgan over to Juliana Bertolino. She'll keep it in.
Oh, nice play to tap it off of Gabby Fournier, so Shawnee's going to have the throw-in.
Tarzi, quick throw-in.
Nice left cross.
There's Shuck. And out on Lenape into the Shawnee stands. Tarzi to throw it in. Goldstein. Jordan Brown. Brown to Kyra. Kyra on net. And Mulroy will get that.
Nice slow shot there, but again, want to try to get to that far post. Couldn't do it. Fairly easy save from Mulroy. But a nice low shot.
Lenape leaning into Shawnee territory.
It's going to be Shawnee
Yeah.
throwing, and that's going to let number 24, Hannah DeBardinis, get into the game, and 3 for Lenape, number 7, Sudie Lockman, Alba Quinn, and Hovis Bella coming back in for the Indians. And Grace Carr is going to get a little bit of a rest right now.
So Hannah DeBardinis getting to work as soon as she gets in. Tarzi. Cameron Morgan. Christina Corby, Juliana Berlino. Tight defense by Lenape. Bella Avis playing nice defense to get that back. Vanessa Alessi to Goldstein. And
Big foot of Gabby
Yep.
Fournier again,
Yeah.
clears it out.
out on Shawnee. Skylar Vaughn. DeRodinis. Corby tries to set it up for Brown. And out on Lenape. It's like Quimby on the far side. Up and out. Greedy. Vanessa Alessi looking for an open woman. Lenape ball. Back to Cameron Morgan. Juliana Berlino. Defense played by Quinn Abba. Goldstein back to Davis. Cameron Morgan dealing with the defense, dealing with Bella Havis right on her. Over to Jordan Brown to Liv Shuck. Liv Shuck's going to be played defense. It's going to be played on by Carly Braverman. Corby fighting for the ball. She loses that battle. Quinn Haba. Ooh. Hit right in the ankle or foot.
And she got up right away,
Yep.
so we're assuming that she's okay. Shawnee, or Lenape, excuse me, has the free kick after the whistle.
Brianna Davis giving her defense orders. First shot here. Ooh.
Oh,
Hits the top bar.
still alive.
Braverman. The bar again.
Wow. Hit the top of the
Yeah.
bar, came down, had a great scoring opportunity for Lenape, hit the bar again, then went out, resulting in a 6-yard kick for the Renegades. Wow, that
That was Figuera.
little dangerous there.
Yep, Figuera had the first shot, and Farragon Braverman had the second shot.
Nice boot out by Brianna Davis.
Gab Fornia. Shuck, nice play. Jordan Brown to Christina Corby. There's Meg Quimby. Kept in by Brown. To Shuck. Shuck finds Tarzi. It'll be kept, and it'll be out. Shawnee ball. Nina Valenti, sliding try, sliding attempt, but couldn't do it. And let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
The first touch off the crossbar down. Great scoring opportunity. I tell you, if that Lenape player, I think was number 6, Erica Barr, manages to head that ball down, and Lenape gets the first goal of the game, but it went up and hit on the top of the bar again, went out, resulting in a goal kick for the Renegades. Some great action there.
Tarzi looking for Corby. That'll be out. Sent out by Schwartz. And out again on Lenape. Tarzi with a throw-in. DeBerdinas.
Now we're going to get a whistle, going to restart for Lenape. A little dangerous play there.
Meg Quimby to start this push for Lenape. It's over to Tarzi.
Just saved it. Ooh.
Oh, late.
And from here, it didn't look like it was all the way out, but I guess it was. As number 5, Cara DiMarcangelo, coming back in for the Renegades. And number 16, Skylar Vaughn, coming out for a breather for the Indians. Number 20 for the Renegades, Cara Grace, looking to get back into the game. The next whistle. Good scoring opportunity here by Lenape, but
DeBerdinas gets it out.
Shawnee defense holds tight.
Now Cameron Morgan bringing it down. She's got Christina Corby to her left. And another stop by Gab Fornia.
She is a force in the middle of that Indians defense, that's for sure.
Guerra over to Abba.
I'm wondering if they switched anything up, because this time the Indians had four forwards up, pressuring the Shawnee defense.
Cameron Morgan. Liv Shuck. She's got McCready. And too much.
Good pressure there, last minute or so by the Indians, as again number 20, Grace Cara, goes in for the Renegades, and number 20, Izzy Schwartz. I think I messed up on that number. I'll try to clear that up, sorry. I think it was Skylar Vaughn, number 16, that went back in.
Corby with Quimby right on her. There's Fornia too. Corby gets between both. Tarzi whiffs.
Now keep possession on a throw-in. Tarzi had a good shot there, but she was really covered great defensively by Lenape.
Tarzi heads it.
Winning that head ball, one of their keys.
Over to Shuck. Braverman on Shuck. Jordan Brown. And kept in by Lenape.
I was just ready to call a corner, but it was a good effort on Lenape to get it before across the end line. And again, the Renegades will have a throw in deep in the Lenape territory here. Coming around 7 minutes left in the first half. We're still scoreless.
Kyra throws it in. And a whistle. It'll be Lenape ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the call on that, possibly offsides. The restart for Lenape.
Quimby down to Kyra. And Corby will get it. Braverman playing on her. Corby gets the call.
It's going to be a free kick for Shawnee. Looks like Dana Goldstein will be taking the restart.
Mr. Wagner, Coach Wagner giving the orders before Dana Goldstein boots it. Ooh, headed out by Quimby. DeBerdinas. And DeBerdinas could not get together.
Deflected off a Renegade, so Lenape will have a throw in here as we reach just under 6 minutes left in the first half.
Bella Havas to Warwick. Back to Warwick. Shuck playing right on her. Warwick and McCready had a little bit of a collision. Cameron Morgan looking for some space. Gets past her defender.
Oh, nice entry.
Looking for either Corby or Kyra, but stopped by Mulroy.
Pass is a little farther out. It would be a good scoring opportunity for the Renegades, but again, Mulroy even to the task there.
Warwick, there's Jordan Brown. Grace Kyra. Out on Lenape. Out on Yalcine. Dana Goldstein. Off. Looking for Corby maybe. She was blocked by Quimby. Headed. Shuck.
Oh, two white shirts there. Couldn't get control. They still keep it control in the deep corner.
DeBerdinas.
Okay, third corner kick for Shawnee.
Leah Tarzi for this corner. Here we go, Tarzi. Sends it.
Oh,
Ooh, off the foot of, looks like maybe Liv Shuck. Back by Cameron Morgan, Leah Tarzi. She's got some space. She keeps it in. 3 red jerseys around her. Christina Corby. And nice play by Mulroy.
now on that corner, it just managed to get over Mulroy's head, and that's what you wanted to do. In this particular cross here, she was aggressive. Mulroy was aggressive coming out and making sure that ball didn't get past her. A lot of pressure here by the Renegades. Love to see getting them put one in.
And out off of Brown. So that'll be Quimby.
Alexa Wolchin going in for the Renegade, or excuse me, for the Indians, number 13.
Joe, at this point, Lenape needs to look for some more pressure.
Well, when you had that pressure there with what our replay showed, they had 4 girls up, and that was the first time they had more than 2 up of the entire first half. So, you know, I'm sure they're going to, if this is the point in time where they were down, even more pressure. But, you know, the really, the Lenape defense has been on their heels, even though, you know, they have the strong defense.
Right.
Shawnee still has the time of possession here.
Big time. And we see Tarzi. Who's she going to look for? She's going to look for McCready. Headed around. Quimby and Goldstein on the corner. Goldstein keeps it in.
Great effort to keep it in and goes off of
Wow.
Lenape Indian. Shawnee's going to have the throw in. Just under 2 minutes left in the first half.
Thrown in. Up in the air. Corby looks for it. Tapped out by Bella Havis. Cameron Morgan gets around 2 defenders.
Great move by Morgan. Just out of the reach, going to result.
To be offsides.
There's the offsides.
Quimby gonna send it to finally hit by Alessi. That's Peyton Warwick. There's Braverman. Right to Alessi and right taken out.
Just a minute left here.
Headed by a little bit more pressure from Lenape right now.
Yeah, as you see there, you're really moving up, and they got about 7 girls up this time, only 2 back. As number 20 Izzy Schwartz with the throw-in, with 40 seconds left.
The Redinas playing with Schwartz or Havis. Corby's got it. Quimby right on her. Quimby stops. Schwartz.
And a little delay in the whistle there
Yeah.
to see if there was going to be an advantage, but there wasn't, so that's why the whistle blown. They're going to get a restart here with the clock running, about 10 seconds left.
Quimby.
They have time.
Quimby right in front of the net. Right into Brianna Davis's arms.
And no call. Oh, wait a minute. We are going to get a call because there was a run-in. Or either, I don't know if we're going to get a call or just the clock stoppage due to injury. It was definitely a collision there against Brianna Davis, and that's going to end the first half with no penalty call, but possible injury to a Lenape Indian.
That Lenape Indian is number 6, Carly Farragon Braverman.
As one of the captains, senior back, really aggressive running into Davis, but I guess in the eyes of the referee there was nothing there because they both got to the ball at the same time.
Let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
A nice cross in.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost at the same time. Davis looked like she turned right at the last second to shield the ball, and a collision right into the left hip of Davis. She's still down with again with Kip Patterson, the athletic trainer here at Shawnee, taking a look. Looks like she's getting up and walking off on her own power, as we see Kip Patterson and head coach walking off the field.
And that will conclude our first half of today's game. And we will be back for the second as we see our score 0-0 after the first half.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, where experience matters. 800-555-1990. www.deborah.org. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA, or ComegnoLaw.com. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. And on the web at mvcc-nj.com. Rothman Institute, the official team physicians of the Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, and 76ers. For orthopedic excellence, think Rothman first. www.rothmaninstitute.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Here, and I'm here with my son Kevin and his Uncle Ron, who's going to talk to us about drugs. Thank you for coming, Uncle Ron.
Okay.
Anytime you're ready, Uncle Ron.
So, Kev, do you got any drugs?
Ron, what the heck was that?
I mean, you said ask him about drugs.
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way from the partnership and our community partners.
And we're back here at Shawnee High School, ready for the second half of this playoff matchup. Both teams about to take the field.
And Jimmy, as that half ended with that collision there on the goalkeeper, we did see Coach Wagner pretty much in a very long discussion with the referees of, I'm sure why, call wasn't made and possible card. But again, as we saw in the replay, it did look like both were going to the ball at the same time, and probably a good non-call. Of course, you start talking to the refs, put it in the air.
And it's now time for the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident, at 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Nicole Toda with the report.
Hi, this is Nicole Toda bringing you the halftime report. Right now, Lenape and Shawnee are tied 0-0. Lenape's strategy is to try and control the midfield in the second half because Shawnee won all 50-50 balls in the first half. They've got to try and come back with that. Shawnee declined to answer questions during halftime. They were busy getting their strategy together, and that is it. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, thank you, Nicole, for the sideline report. Now back to action as we see one of the players of the first half, Gabby Fournier, send the ball away.
And Coach Meter wants, as the sideline reporter mentioned, that wants to solidify up the middle because Shawnee did have definitely the time of possession in that whole first half. But it's still 0-0, so everything is even going into the second half.
So as we see Jordan Brown over on our side now, Brianna Davis sends it to Corby. Shuck now bringing the ball, looking for maybe Juliana Bertolino.
A little miscommunication there, looking for a pass in the corner, but the players weren't on the same page, so Lenape's going to get the restart.
So, Joe, we talked about how the momentum was with Shawnee during the first half because of their pressure. What can Lenape do to get that momentum back?
Well, I think a couple times we did see them moving more than 2 girls up on the front line, but again, you can't really start taking chances because the game is, there's no score. So I think they're just going to have to maintain looking for a break. Because as long as there's no score on the board, they get the one break, and again, maybe 1 goal is going to be the difference in this game, which we expected.
Lenape throws it in. Number 23, Bella Havis. Yeltsin's going to be throwing it into Havis. Grace Kyra playing tight defense.
Still alive.
Brown. Aaron Donahue to Havis. It's going to be Lenape ball.
A little time of possession in the early stages of the second half going to Lenape.
Another one. Morgan Raleigh. Bella Havis. And again, Lenape or Shawnee ball.
Yeah, I thought the ref pointed
One
to the
ref.
corner.
Yep.
Yeah, guess they got overruled. Goal kick for the Renegades.
So Vanessa Alessi on the far side. That looks like Leah Tarzi.
Nice switch of fields here by the Renegades.
Yeah, here's Jordan Brown. Over to Grace Kyra. Grace Kyra, the senior.
Nice cross.
Crosses over too high off the left knee from Cameron Morgan. That was the best chance Shawnee had so far today's game.
Great setup, as you said, Jimmy. I mean, Cameron Morgan, yeah, right off the left knee and just went over the net. Great setup, great scoring opportunity for the Renegades, but still, we're still at 0-0.
Mulroy sends it to Braverman. Shuck flies in, gets the ball. Jordan Brown. Defense being played by Bella Havis.
Oh, a little bit of a miss kick there into the middle.
Warwick. That'll go out. Gabby Fornia sends it to Warwick. Warwick over to Izzy Schwartz. Izzy Schwartz gets the ball stolen from her by Juliana Bertolino, but she takes it right back. Vanessa Alessi gets it, and that will roll over the Shawnee S. Quimby. Avis.
Pressure here by the Indians.
The best we've seen so far.
Yeah, and as time goes on, as I said, they get a little tired out there and may see a shift in the momentum. We've certainly seen it so far, the first 5.5 minutes of the second half by the Indians.
So 2 players fall. No call there from the refs. Keeping it even.
It's going to roll out again. Lenape keeps possession with the throw-in.
Quick throw it, 2. To be sent out by Cameron Morgan. There's Gabby Fornia.
Nice step up there by Renegades.
Grace Kyra. She's got a bit of an open, but number 11, Aaron Donahue, ends that parade.
It's going to be off of the Renegades, and it's going to be a throw-in for Lenape.
Kyra with a nice play, getting it away from Lenape. And that's Christina Quimby. Morgan rallied to keep it in.
A lot of pressure there by the Renegades, just kicking it out of bounds. Throwing for Shawnee.
Grace Kyra. Not liking what she's got. Off.
Still going to be Renegades' ball.
She's looking for Corby, but that gets taken and sent out. DiMarcangelo hit that one that went out. Dana Goldstein. It's to Jordan Brown. Christina Corby with the ball. Fournier to Shuck. Cameron Morgan playing a nice game.
Yeah, again, she stepped up twice in a row there on the head ball and won the battle.
Corby will hustle for it to Kyra. Looking for Morgan Rally. Not going to get it as Mulroy was right there.
Yeah, she's a very aggressive goaltender, and especially, as a sophomore. She's been keeping the Indians in the games all year long.
Still 2 more great years for her.
Yeah.
In high school. Wow.
And on Shawnee's side, they have a few freshmen on their roster.
So there's 23, Bella Havis. That gets over to Jordan Brown. She sends it to Fournier. Grace Kyra. And Schwartz. Goes to the center. That'll go back. Corby and Fournier both going for it. Neither of them got it. Quimby got it. She goes to Shuck. And Corby hits it. Both hustling. It's going to be a white ball.
Another throw-in by Renegades.
Kyra. Right out.
Keep possession again.
Nice job there by the ball girl.
Good hustle.
And Christina Corby keeps it in, but it'll roll out. Fournier will let that one go, and we'll see Mulroy send it to her teammates.
The first 10 minutes, we did see a switch in momentum. Lenape had the first 5 or 6 minutes, and the last 5 or 6 minutes to Shawnee. One of the reasons why we're still scoreless here with just over 30 minutes left.
Shuck to Kyra. She had that one opening, and that one wall of defense was Fournier, and she stopped Grace Kyra on that rush as we see Lenape ball.
Yeah, tough getting by her.
See a throw in from Lenape.
Looks like we're going to get a corner kick. It's the second one for Lenape today. Nope, deep throw in, sorry.
Will be
a corner.
There you go, Joe.
That was right the first time. I had trouble seeing there. A deep corner there on the right side.
Here's the corner.
Oh, it's a great feed in.
Oh, maybe a little high, but can't get much better than that.
That was a great entry there for the corner. Uh-oh, wide up here. Ooh.
And Brianna Davis staying on her toes.
Had the head flick right on the net there. Good scoring opportunity for the Indians.
There's Tarzi. Far side. Bertolino.
Oh, nice move,
Yeah.
but just a little bit lost control over it. It's going to be a goal kick for Lenape. And looks like from the reaction from the crowd and the coaches that they were expecting a corner kick call, but
regardless,
it's going to be goal kick for the Indians.
So we're seeing pushes both ways here, Joe.
Yep.
Both teams getting their licks in.
It's going to come down to probably a breakdown, or who knows, maybe either a great play. Either team will take it, that's for sure. It doesn't matter how they get it.
Shuck goes, she's got it. Warwick right on her. Warwick has played a nice game so far. Fournier. Grace Kyra sends it. So wait on it, looking for. So too long. She has to move back. There's Corby. Shuck to Fournier. Nice feed. There's Peyton Warwick. Defense played by Dana Goldstein. Kyra lets it go.
Good shield there by Kyra.
We've seen a lot of Grace
getting
Kyra.
the throwing, yeah.
That was out on Aaron Donahue. So Kyra.
And number 1, Madison McCready coming in and taking the throw in. Number 2, Morgan Raleigh taking a break.
McCready goes to looking for Bertolino. Gets Quimby instead. She's got it. There's Quimby. Donahue's got it. Alessi keeps it in. Alessi rolls it all the way to Mulroy.
Yeah, looking for a cutter or a person in the middle. Just a little bit too far, too strong. Goes in on Mulroy.
Terrific play by the defenders with Vanessa Alessi, Jordan Brown, and Dana Goldstein to keep the ball in Shawnee territory on the last possession. As we see Braverman look for one of her teammates.
Yeah, you're really seeing the middle, especially on defense, step up at that neutral zone, Jimmy, which we talked about was so important of winning the balls in the neutral zone, keeping play alive.
Cameron Morgan, she's going to bring it down, look for Christina Corby. Won't get her, she'll get Quimby instead.
I guess a deflection, so it's going to stay or go to Lenape on a throw-in.
Out on Lenape.
We're joined now with the boys soccer team taking a break from their practice. Cheer on the girls. They're coming off of a 1-0 win over Kingsway yesterday in the first round of the boys South Jersey Group 4 playoffs.
Tarzi gets Bertolino. Bertolino with the shot. And Mulroy right there.
Nice low shot, but again, wanting to get to the far post, but couldn't get all around on it.
That's hit by Shuck. There's Bertolino. Donahue, nice play to end that rush right as it started.
At this point in time, I'm sure just doesn't matter where the shots are coming from. Get some shots on the goal, maybe get a rebound, anything to break this scoreless tie.
Bertolino, Donahue. Nice play by McCready.
Yeah, she came back and intercepted
and
that play.
gets Shawnee the ball.
Yeah, the
wow.
push off there. See if Renegades can take advantage of this whistle here.
Goldstein getting the orders. But ref is telling her one thing and coach is telling her another. Number 14, Dana Goldstein, also the class of 2017's president at Shawnee High School. With a low shot, looking for somebody, but she'll get Mulroy instead. As Mulroy and her team have 24 minutes to walk away out of Shawnee. There's Shuck. McCready. This has been a matchup that we've seen. Bertolino and Aaron Donahue today have been a key matchup. That'll be Lenape ball. Izzy Schwartz will throw it in. McCready. There's Schwartz.
Lenape's going to keep possession.
Schwartz was looking for Havis.
Little momentum here now by the Indians.
That's Bella Havis. Bertolino, Davis right out.
Very aggressive coming out there.
She loves what she does. Very passionate. As we see Lenape, there's Gab Fornia. Gab Fornia. Oh. Alessi falls, along with DeMarcangelo. Another falling. There's DeMarcangelo again. And Corby on Fornia. This is a matchup too. Fornia sends it out.
Get the push up here now by the Renegades. Pushing a couple more girls up. Keeping control on the right side.
Tarzi. Tarzi will keep it in. Oh, nope.
Nice try to keep it in, but number 24, Nina Valenti, getting back in for the Renegades. Number 21, Peyton Morick, who had a good possible scoring opportunity if it wasn't for Brianna Davis, the last push by the Indians.
Liv Shuck with her left foot. Right over to Mulroy.
And you see these two goaltenders are not giving up any rebounds whatsoever. Great hands by both goaltenders.
Great work in the goal today by Mulroy and Davis. Grace Kyra on the far side over to Tarzi. Alessi back to Davis. Alessi to Tarzi. Tarzi, she's looking for McCready. Bertolino.
Open.
Hits it up.
Oh, just out. Just miskicked it. Tried to cross it in. Shawnee did have some numbers that you heard Coach Wagner scream, get in front of the net. Good scoring opportunity, but goes out, just resulting in a goal kick for Lenape. We come down to the halfway mark. 20 minutes left, still scoreless in this first round playoff.
Mulroy. Cameron Morgan. Off of Quimby. Oh, no, that'll stay in.
Still battling, even though Shawnee is shielding it.
And eventually it was off Quimby.
Okay,
so corner kick here.
Corner kick number 4 for the Renegades.
Halfway through.
Let's see if this is going to do the trick. Break this deadlock, scoreless tie.
Tarzi will be kicking it from the corner. Who will she look for? Looking for Corby. Corby heads it. Shuck hustles over. She gets the ball. Quimby, nice play to get it out of her territory.
Nice play, and reaches over the head of Brooke McVeigh, left side.
Davis over to Brown. Goldstein. Corby with a different kind of assist-looking pass. And there's Bertolino hustling for it against Quimby. Way up. Bertolino heads it. Got past Fournier and out of bounds.
The deflection and went off the end line.
Great pressure from Juliana Bertolino and her fellow Lady Renegades.
Again, I stand corrected. I said that the defender was Brooke McVeigh, number 25 for the Renegades. Of course, that was on Lenape. Was Jordan Brown for the Renegades, number 25.
Mulroy over to Fournier. Donahue. Donahue again. Cameron Morgan has it right into Lenape territory. Quimby sends it. Well, that'll be headed by Grace Kyra. Fournier sends it out.
Corner kick number 5. A lot of pressure here by the Renegades.
Corner kick. Leah Tarzi will be performing corner kick here. Another chance for Shawnee. Tarzi. Little high. There's Alessi. Alessi, oh, hit by Goldstein. Kick it, and Bertolino goes for the header. Not going to get anything. And Mulroy takes away.
My heavens. From our angle, we had a great angle there. I thought that ball was in. Some great defensive work. Saves the day for the Indians to this point.
Mulroy coming out of that one. Goldstein.
Tell you, Jimmy, if the Indians going to win this game, that play is right now leads it with the play of the game.
Absolutely.
So far, especially since there's no scoring. Wow. 16 minutes, a little over 16 left.
Donahue.
Alexa Wolchin going back in for the Indians, number 13.
Oh, and Corby. Corby looks like she's banged up a little bit, a little limp to her. But not showing that right now as she looks for Grace Kyra. Grace Kyra. And Mulroy comes out.
Just a little bit too far. We wonder if this game was on grass that would have held the ball up a little bit more. But you know, Shawnee especially is used to playing on turf field.
That's going to be Tarzi. Davis. Over to Goldstein. Goldstein getting pressured by Haba. No call. And Goldstein's on the ground and Haba's up. No call here. DeMarcangelo with the shot.
Woo. Fast and furious action here.
And Brianna Davis with the ball.
Great scoring opportunity by the Indians. But again, this time the Renegades defense prevails.
Brianna Davis over to Liv. Or that's Leah Tarzi.
Chance for the Indians.
Abba here with the ball. Abba, nice pressure from Alessi. Braverman with the shot. Stopped right into the arms by Davis.
Nice shot. Last two shots have been right on the net for Lenape. Looking for anything. Both teams looking for anything right here. Break, rebound. Uh-oh, it's a steal by Lenape.
Abba. She shoots it, gets doinked by Alessi.
Wide open net.
Oh my gosh, and number 24, Nina Valenti had a shot open, and it looked like the defense from Vanessa Alessi might have saved Shawnee in today's game.
We had one down here.
Either Dana Goldstein or Vanessa Alessi. If it was Dana Goldstein, that's unbelievable to come back from laying on the ground 2 minutes ago and saving her team.
It's a great effort, both teams right at this point with 14 minutes left.
And we'll see Vanessa Alessi. That's great pressure by both teams. Viewers at home here getting what they're paying for.
That's for sure. A little push in the back, but
yeah,
not
could
called.
Could be. Abba goes up with Goldstein. Abba's on the ground now.
The whistles are silent here. They're going to win it and lose it on the field.
Corby over to Tarzi. Cameron Morgan. This is when the composure is necessary. You gotta have that. As we see McCready
punch out, open net.
Open net here for Jules Berlin. She scores!
Woo! What a game, what a play. Mulroy comes out, punches the ball out, makes a great save for Lenape. But Renegades get the possession of the ball, has almost an open net, and they buried it to get that elusive goal with only 13 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second half. Renegades are up.
All right, so Shannon Mulroy. Ball got past her. Her Lenape Indians are right back on top, going for it. There's Abba. As we see 1-0, Shawnee over Lenape. Goal scored by Juliana Bertolino, the senior. All right, so there's the whistle on Lenape.
Getting pretty close to crunch time here. There's 12 minutes left.
Let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
See the punch out there, right to Bertolino, has the whole right side of the net.
Right off of Mulroy's left hand.
Yeah, she was still moving. She wasn't fully set after she punched the ball out, and that probably prevented her from getting the full footing to make the save. Because the shot was pretty much in the middle of the net. We assumed it was the far right corner, but just off the fingertips of Mulroy, Renegades take a big 1-0 lead with 12 minutes left in the second half in the opening round of Group 4 playoff.
So Liv Shuck keeping the pressure coming. Her last line of defense, there's Fournier, and Fournier stops her, but it'll be a corner kick for Shawnee, another one.
Number 6 today for the Renegades.
I see Leah Tarzi. She's gonna walk gingerly over to the corner.
As the Indians getting ready to make 3 substitutions there.
Leah Tarzi. Tarzi goes to Corby, she scores! Christina Corby knocks it in from the corner kick, assist by the lead assist woman, Leah Tarzi. Christina Corby makes it 2-0.
Well, you wonder where you're outshining the other team by 6 corner kicks to 2. Usually they get the advantage on it. We'll see the replay of that second goal right here.
Let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
The cross in, the header, perfect.
Yep.
Mulroy going
Perfect
one
misdirection.
way, misdirection coming right back. Big 2-0 lead, 2-goal cushion out right now for the Renegades.
Corby plays on Warwick. They're going to call the whistle. We'll see Quimby. She'll shoot it on net. Stopped by Brianna Davis as she was falling. Davis gets up so quickly, it's tough to see. But Davis makes a miraculous stop. And Bertolino over to Brown. Desperation time as we are looming 10 minutes left in this second half.
Nice corner lead, again broken up by Gabby Fournier. Of course, we'll be calling her name all day. We were calling her name all day.
There's Shuck to McCready. Abba and Shuck going up for it. Cameron Morgan Goes over to Tarzi. Tarzi's going to be...
Oh.
Yep.
Nice lead in, nice shot, but just a little bit too high.
Christina Corby looking for that one.
And I'm sure Coach Wagner is saying that, you know, don't give up any pressure here. Don't lift your foot off the gas pedal. Keep the pressure on them with 9 minutes left for that 2-0 lead.
Now we've seen terrific goalkeeping on both sides, but especially on Shawnee. Joe, how can Lenape get back?
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult now, but I tell you one thing, they came back and had a good scoring opportunity. They put that ball in the net, and we have a different ball game right now. So any way that they can, you'll see them probably start taking some chances, and of course, the other end will usually give an advantage to Shawnee with a possible breakout play.
Ball roll down and out. It'll be Shawnee ball. Brown goes, looking for Bertolino. Not going to get it. There's Haba. DeMarcangelo. McCready. Cameron Morgan. They find a little opening over to... Looked like she was going to go somewhere else, but Cameron Morgan's got it. She looked like she was being held, and referee will agree.
Right, looks like she was held up a little bit beforehand, and the ref probably did give the advantage. It wasn't really taking a look at it, but the second one, lost the ball, so they had to call it. There's going to be a re-kick here for the Renegades. As you'll see, the Lenape defense line up right on the 18-yard line. Taking some clicks off the clock in the aftermath of the penalty here.
So Corby, she's scored once today. Corby's shot, too high.
And I'm sure she wanted to at least get it on net to give Mulroy a chance to either make the save or give up a rebound, but just went over a little bit too high.
And we're going to take a moment in today's game to thank our crew of the LDTV Sports with Walter Kloss, Liam Keller, Owen Volkrick, Josh Gladstone, John Conlow, Abigail Herb, William Majewski, and our sideline reporter Nicole Toda, and our announcers here, Joe Malagrana, along with myself, Jimmy Freeze. Juliana Bertolino along the line, keeps the ball. Nice little move, McCready looking for Corby. Cameron Morgan shoots too high.
Nice control there.
Shawnee's not worried about scoring right now. They are worried about the pressure and the time just clicking off.
Right, they want to keep the possession. They don't want to give Lenape any edge right now, so they're really putting the pressure on every ball carrier. And Lenape's really going to have to start taking some chances here if they have an opportunity, but the Shawnee defense is certainly answering it.
Grace Kyra gets tripped up, and the refs will give her the call.
Yeah, it was from behind, even though they might have gotten a foot on the ball, but the foot was swept up, knocked her down. Shawnee's going to get the call with just over 5 minutes left in the second half. Shawnee with a big 2-0 lead right now. 2 second half goals by the Renegades.
Dana Goldstein looking for Alessi Corby.
Oh, ooh. Great shot, right header on the flick, tipped over by Mulroy. Corner kick number 7, Jimmy, where they scored the last goal. And Shawnee certainly is not going to be in a rush to get this off, get those important ticks off the clock.
Tarzi. Five minutes to go left in this game, in this South Jersey Group 4 first round playoff. Hit by Grace Kyra. Juliana Bertolino.
Oh, bicycle
yeah.
kick. Nice punch out again by Mulroy.
Having
but,
a little fun.
had an opportunity to get the goal on the old bicycle.
Why not? So Quimby, be headed by Cameron Morgan, Christina Corby. McCready, nice play. Again, McCready, nice play.
Nice shield there by McCready. Keeps it alive. And it goes out on the Indians. So Shawnee has a throw-in with coming up to 4 minutes left in the second half and holding 2-goal lead.
McCready goes to Corby. Corby finds DiMarcangelo, but for the Indians. So Goldstein. Ooh.
Yeah, so I was thinking of sending it to the corner, made a move, but just rolled off her foot, go over the touchline here. Lenape gets a throw-in.
Braverman went, and that landed to Jordan Brown. Corby. Fournier sends it to Goldstein. There's Abba.
Off the foot of Jordan Brown.
Quinn Abba throws it in. It will stay, but not for long. Jordan Brown hits it, but again, that's what Shawnee wants to do right now.
Be a crucial stop here for the Renegades. Cut into that lead half with just under 3 minutes left.
Quinn Abba.
Oh.
Ooh, nice play.
Double deflection there, right into the hands of Brianna Davis. Big save. It's going to be tough now for the Indians.
Davis goes to Alessi. That's Kyra on the far side. Defense being played by Yassin. Bertolino sent out by Quimby. Kept in by Alessi. Cameron Morgan. They'll go back to Brianna Davis.
Yeah, Renegades spreading the field here. A lot of long kicks.
Bertolino, yeah, she'll get called for a little.
Yeah, hold on Fournier.
Oh, all right. It'll be Shawnee ball with a 1:45 to go. 2-goal lead for Shawnee. Goldstein, that'll be too much. So we see Mulroy hustle all the way over to the ball girl to get that ball. Quimby. Quimby looked for Braverman and got Alessi. Alessi to Corby. Out off of Shawnee.
We're under a minute now, Jim, for the Renegades to move on. They hold on to this 2-0 lead.
A lot of pressure still being put on by Shawnee. Braverman, Kyra. Out by Lenape. Well, as we approach the end of this game, Joe, what did you think that Shawnee did that really gave them the edge today?
They just totally won the loose balls and just kept the pressure up. They didn't let up. They might have been a little bit deflated with keeping possession the first half, not scoring, but didn't stop them. As there's the gun. Shawnee will move on.
As the Shawnee crowd applauds their home team, and the girls celebrate as Shawnee takes the 2-0 win over Lenape.
And Jimmy, they will, the Renegades will play the winner of today's first round matchup between the 4th seeded Washington Township Minimaids against 13th seeded Howell. So that'll be on November the 4th. They will meet, when we get ahead of ourselves, possibly another rematch of Washington Township, but you never can tell. But an impressive, great effort all around today by the Renegades. They're going to be moving on to round number 2.
So we saw two terrific goals scored by Shawnee team members in Juliana Bertolino, number 9, the senior, and also the other senior, Christina Corby, number 15.
Yeah, and you're just wondering when it was going to happen because they had most of the pressure on, but again, the Lenape defense played really tough again, led by again, number 1, Gabby Forney in the back there. But definitely a great victory for the Renegades. They move on as we see our final score again here. The 5th seeded Renegades 2, 12th seeded Lenape Indians nothing.
And we will be back with the play and player of the game.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, where experience matters. 800-555-1990. www.deborah.org. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford. 609-654-4023. And on the web at mvcc-nj.com. Rothman Institute, the official team physicians of the Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, and 76ers. For orthopedic excellence, think Rothman first. www.rothmaninstitute.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
We're back at Shawnee. As we just saw, the Shawnee Renegades defeat the Lenape Indians 2-0 off of goals scored by Juliana Bertolino and Christina Corby.
Jimmy's probably one of the few games where we're going to see a 2-goal win between these two teams because history, as I've mentioned many times, usually 1 goal does it.
And it's now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game at 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it over to Nicole, standing by for the interview.
With our player of the game, Juliana Bertolino. How do you feel after scoring the first goal of tonight's game?
It was awesome. It was like a total change of momentum. You know, the whole game was back and forth, and we had a lot of chances, but we just weren't finishing yet. So once we got that one, we knew that once we got one, we could possibly get another, or like this game was going to be ours.
And how do you feel going into the next round of playoffs?
It's definitely a confidence booster, and we feel a lot stronger as a team, and that we're going to do well together as a team.
All right, congrats, Shawnee, and back to you, Jimmy.
All right, there was the goal from Juliana Bertolino. definitely, like she said, change momentum.
Absolutely. That ball gets in there, and they felt that they had the game, and she was certainly right. They probably didn't expect a second goal because it usually doesn't happen that way, but that's for sure.
And there was key help from the defenders, too, along with Dana Goldstein and Vanessa Alessi. It's now time to take a look at the Allstate Good Hands Play of the Game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC, at 609-654-1426, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. So we see the corner.
That's the second goal. Again by Christina Corby off the corner.
Really put the nail in the coffin for the Indians.
And Mulroy going one way with the direction of the ball, and Corby off of the header. Again, you said the misdirection, the big second goal, and that's all she wrote. Great job by the Renegades today.
And that'll do it for us here at Shawnee High School.
We're not leaving just yet, Jim.
Yet.
We're hanging around. We're enjoying it too much with the Shawnee victory.
And we can check out today's game online at youtube.com/Lenape District TV. Or to purchase this, if you really like Joe and I a lot, you can go to lrhsd.org/LDTV copies. So again, Joe, we're going to see next game is going to be the boys soccer game. And it's going to be Washington Township visiting the Cherokee Chiefs and that should be this Thursday.
Right, and again, congratulations to all of the teams that are still alive in the playoffs. Again, today we had Cherokee girls soccer at Kingsway and Seneca at Timber Creek. And yesterday, in the boys soccer, we already mentioned Shawnee had beat Kingsway, and Cherokee and Seneca also won in the first round of their respective playoff groups.
So we see our final scores with Shawnee 2 and Lenape nothing. That'll do it for us, for Joe Malagrana and Jimmy Freeze here at Shawnee High School. Have a good night.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans